Gals Thursday. Today we're going to be doing something I think is super cute. I wanted to do something with florals because we haven't done something with florals in a really long time, and I thought it would be fun. So I picked out, and what I did is, because y'all know everything is so expensive now, florals are really expensive. So I picked out this really cute sign, and it has mostly yellow and blue on it, but I wanted to pick up the green because I really like the turquoise and the green together. And so I picked out this ribbon. It has little daisies and it has little rain boots and stuff on it. This has daisies in it as well. And then I picked out this one. And to save a little money, we're just using 1.5 inch roll. So we're going to put this with both of these. That saves us a little money. So then we have a little money to put in daisies. I have yellow daisies and I have white daisies. These are a really nice high-end bush. So, and there's quite a few on them. You can see there's a lot on here. So we're going to put those in. All right. I cut everything at 30 inches. We're not going to do curls today because I want to put in, why didn't it show up? I want to put in the daisies. So it's just kind of a lot to put in the ruffles, the curls. Well, thank you. I'm so glad you're a new subscriber. And the daisies. So we're just gonna skip the curls and we're gonna do daisies. Who doesn't like daisies? And the great thing is that daisies work for spring and summer. Look how pretty these mesh are. So both of them are the metallic mesh. And look how pretty they are with the sign. Okay. So this is a light lime green. This is a bright turquoise. So they're going to pop off each other really, really well. So we'll start by opening our ties up. Yep, it's not a kit. Just going to make it. But we do have all these supplies in our shop. Okay. And I tried to make it so it wasn't, you know, really expensive. We did that by only doing 3 ribbons. Alright. So we're going to tuck that frayed edge under just so we don't see it. All I do is just kind of close that over. And then, thank you, I'll start to go straight up the center. Remember, we're just gathering this. So we're pushing with our thumbs, pulling back with our fingers. So you're doing that little gathering. I'm good. How are y'all doing? I think so too. It's going to be very springy. Spring summery. I know, isn't the teal pretty? And I just listed the teal today. As a matter of fact, I listed several new mesh. Mama is good. She's not here. Nope, I had a long work day, so I didn't bring her in. Yes, you can order wreaths from me. Y'all, we're going to be doing a new shop for the stuff that includes our wreaths that we make and some of the gift stuff that we'll be making with all of our new equipment. As soon as we get that set up, I'll let you know. Alright, so we've got, this is the 2, and then this is the other 2. So what I'll do to give some variation is I'll put the turquoise in with the green. I love daisies too. Oh no. How can you do the ruffles with one hand? I'll show you. Alright, so what we're going to do, since we're going to put some florals in here, what I like to do is take the leftover amount of our ties, and then we just make a little circle, kind of tuck them into each other. You see that? And then that's where we'll put our florals in. Okay. Then we'll go into the turquoise with this one. See, there's yellow in this, and there's yellow. Oh, I should probably do these this way. And there's yellow in both of those, so that'll pick up on the sign. Oh, awesome. Owl is getting her eyes fixed. She had an eye appointment. She's fine though. She's just getting her eyes fixed. All right, let's change this one out because we want that pretty one on top. Opening a shop in Pennsylvania. That might be hard. If I could figure out how to do that, I would. Yes, I will hold them up. Hold on. Let me get this one fixed in here, and then I will. And since the ribbons are a little bit more expensive, that's why we're only doing the 1 2.5 inch. Okay, so this is the garden one. You see it has little daisies in it. And then this one just has daisies on it. Okay. It works with this sign because the colors work. Whoops. And it has daisies all around the sign. Okay. All right. The sign is a 10 inch. I like the 10 inch signs, but you can get it in 8 or 10. Either one. All right. Let me show you the best way to make a ruffle with one hand. So you get something like a bow maker or a bow dabra. You need a shop in Canada too? Well, I'll see if I can try to figure out. Alright, so you're going to do the same thing, right? You're going to tuck that little edge in. And what you're going to do is you're just going to feed it through. Okay? So then you're not really having to use your hands. You're kind of letting the bow maker do it for you. Then you just pull it out. Okay? Put it on. You can hold it with that one hand while you put it on. And then spread it out just like you normally do. Okay. Yeah, it's just Shop Hardworking Mom is my shop. Okay. Alrighty. Hopefully that helps you. And you can do that with anything. You can do it with clippers. You can also do it with, so you can keep the little insides of your forms for your mesh. Okay. I usually make the sign to match the ribbon, but in this case I actually just pick these two separately. Then I cut a little slit along it so you can see the slit. Now kind of stretch it a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to slip that in there. Just push it in. Can I do a ribbon set? I can try. And then you pull it out. So this is the second way to do it. Then you would just pull that out, tuck it in. Works the same. We'll see how many I have to see if I could do a ribbon set. Okay. So we're going to do these two together. All right. And then we can do our ribbons. So there's two ways to do your ruffles that make it a little bit easier. So hopefully one of those will work for you. But you can also do that with any bow maker. It doesn't have to be the Bow Dabra. It can be any bow maker. So don't run out and buy something new if you already have one. Oops, I missed a dovetail. Just use what you have. Oh, awesome. So the mesh is cut at 30 inches and the ribbons are 12. So we gotta remember to do our little hole for our little daisies. There we go. Oh, awesome. That's not too far from us. Okay, so straight up the center. And I will tell you, don't worry if your ruffles aren't perfect, because you're not going to see that, especially if you're going to ruffle them out like I do. They're just going to make them stand up. They don't have to be perfect. If it's not a perfect line, then don't stress out about that. It's not something you're going to be able to tell. This one has a little piece sticking out. I love the ribbons too. I love this mesh. This mesh is so pretty. So pretty. It's just so pretty. Yes, that was the Bow Dabra I used. I don't think I have enough to do a kit for this one. I am working on a new kit though with sunflowers, so don't worry. We got some new stuff coming out soon. You made your first bunny tree. Cute! Yes, both of these are, all three of these are on my site. These are little embroidered daisies. Well, they look like it. They're not, but that's what they look like. Aren't they cute? There we go. And I'm putting the 1.5 inch on the bottom because I want to see the patterned ribbon. Yes, you can get it on Amazon. I think Casey just put out a link. So y'all, I have an influencer shop, and if you're wondering where I get some of my stuff, like some of my tools and things, we have it all on a list on Amazon. So you can go find the same stuff. And we'll tell you if we don't sell it. Some things we just can't sell. Oh yeah, I love, that's my favorite way, is to use the little tube, because The ruffle comes out pretty much exactly like the way I make it. There's no little problems with it kind of doing this. And it's very easy. It's pretty foolproof. And even if you're using another way to do your ruffles, nobody cares about that. Nobody knows that you're using a different way, and nobody's going to be able to tell. It's going to look exactly the same as everyone else's. So don't stress if you're not doing it like someone else. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I have fibromyalgia, and it's not usually in my hands, but every once in a while it'll get in my hands, and so I've kind of tried to come up with some ways to deal with things when my hands are hurting. Mine is in weird places, like my jaw. Who would think it would get in your jaw? Yep, it does. It's funny. Okay. Isn't that pretty? It's like printed on the ribbon, but it's really pretty. It looks like it's crocheted. I mean, embroidered. I'm not sure if it is or not, Sharon. I'll have to look after this because I'm sure we have some of these. Okay, and then we do our little circle. This just helps so we're not trying to do it after we've made it. I might have forgotten to put the link to the frame, but you could use green, turquoise, you could even use yellow frame for this. Yes, it is in my neck pretty bad. My neck and my shoulders is where it is mostly. But I thought I had, what is that called? TMJ. And I went to my dentist and he said, no, you don't have TMJ. Because I guess it, like when you open and close your mouth, it clicks. And I don't have that. And I only have it on one side. So he just said, nope. Kind of weird. Yeah, we're starting to get low on frames. I'm going to need to order some more. I think we may still have some green ones listed too. So the large ribbons, so this ribbon is 2.5 inch and this ribbon is 1.5 inch. So we have two 2.5 inch, yeah, lockjaw, and one 1.5 inch. Yeah, happy Easter everyone. Anybody have any big plans? Since I won't see y'all till after Easter. That frame is sold out in my shop. Okay, I'll look after and see if I have any more. What do I help do when it hurts in my hands? Well, I will tell you, one of the things is I do these infusion treatments called NAT, and that helps. And then it's why I use my bow makers, because if I start to do a lot with my hands, like making the bows, then I really hurt. So I try not to do bows by hand. at all because it like sets it off. I just try to do as many things as I can without having to bend and squeeze my hands together a lot. So if it's hurting a lot, I'll switch to other types of wreaths, like doing poofs instead of ruffles, or using, you know, that little method with the roll, things like that. That's what I do. Ooh, you broke your neck. Ouch. Ooh, that sounds like fun. 4 lasagnas. Wow. I actually cheated a little bit this year. I got honey baked ham. I mean, I'm still cooking some things, but I have made lasagna for Easter several times. We love lasagna in my family. Matter of fact, we have that every Christmas Eve. That's what we have for Christmas Eve. Lasagna. What time is dinner? I don't even know what time dinner is. But show up, we'll feed you. You have a show on Saturday. Oh, I can't wait to hear how it goes. That's exciting. Okay. There we go. So we got the bottom done. Look how cute that is. Look at those ribbons. Those are pretty. Did I put two same together? I did. Look, I flipped them. I flipped them. That's funny. Thank you. It's okay. I mean, really, it's not that bad. I have an extremely high tolerance for pain. Thank the Lord. Mine isn't terrible. Sometimes it is. I try not to work too much, and because if I have a flare-up, it's really bad. But if I don't, then I'm pretty good. Okay. You haven't had ham before? What? How could you not have had ham before? Alright, so we're going to open the top. Well, the honey baked ham is special because it has that, oh, very cool. It has that like honey glazed with the brown sugar coating stuff. Holy cow. That stuff is amazing. Yeah, I don't have time to be down and out. Sometimes you just have to go whether you want to or not. I have people depending on me, so I just go and do. Oh, that's so cute. That's your Easter bunny getting ready to leave you some prizes. Hopefully the chocolate kind. Okay. There we go. So y'all, we got this. I think I told y'all this. We got this new machine and it cuts wood. It cuts wood, it engraves. It'll also do leather, rubber. And so we've been playing with it. And we made tags for all of our kids' Easter baskets. They're so cute. Happy spring. Okay. So I like to spread them out. That, and I pull the bottom down just to make sure it's not going to interfere. I also kind of pull the top up. Kind of like pull these a little bit together. Alright, and then we'll start with our ribbons. You want ham now? Thank you. I love these colors. And I think it's going to look super cute when we get the daisies in. Alright, on the top, I'm not going to make the little circles until I figure out which ones are going to have, because once we put the sign and the bow on, then I'll figure out which ones are left to do the daisies with, and I'll fix it at that point. So spring and summer, this isn't a kit. You can do any color you want, really. You could do pinks, purples, blues, greens, yellows. You can even do oranges. Or you could do red, white, and blue. You could do red and black, red and green. Because there are lots of different themes. The best way is to email me. I will tell you that I don't really use the Facebook Messenger because I had to have Facebook turn mine off because I was getting all these really horrible, disgusting messages from weird men, which is a lovely thing that happens when you do lives. So I don't really use it because I don't want to see anything yuck. Oh, well that's fun. Maybe that's because the marble, if you do the ruffles on the marble, it's much smoother, and so maybe that's just an easier surface for you to get your ruffles to come out the way you want. But that is kind of funny. So she does her ruffles on her marble as opposed to her matte because they come out better. Oh, that's cool. I love that rose gold and ivory. Okay, that was a pretty one. Thank you. Yes, email me. It's just Lori, Lori, at hardworkingmom.com. You can also message me through the text app. It's 864-465-8401 because I see all those as well. See, and on the top, we keep the 1.5 inch on the top. And then we spread them out. I like to put the larger piece here. Do I have any of the red and white? I think I might have a couple of rolls. Can you just email me, Kathy, and I'll look. Because I think we took a couple over to the studio. Ooh, barbecue ribs. That sounds yummy. I want barbecue ribs. Yeah, I actually have both of my brothers coming. It's turquoise. But then we have green in here as well, so that might be why it's kind of looking a little aqua. So we have turquoise and green. Let me kind of show you. So you can see the turquoise and the green. And they do tend to combine a little bit just because of the way that we do our ruffles. So yeah, it could certainly look like it. Ooh. 2 people having ribs. Yum! Oh. Well, my boys are 15 and 16, and Ross is going to be 17 soon. So it's a little late to get them an Easter basket, but I'm still doing it. So, yeah, so they're still getting one. I asked him, do you want an Easter basket? Yes. Okay. I know, it makes me hungry. That sounds good. I haven't had ribs, and I can't remember the last time I had ribs. I like all foods. That sounds yummy. Lebanese, that sounds yummy. I'm not sure if I've had any of that. I probably have. My husband and I both like lots of different kinds. So we have been to just about every different restaurant we can find that has, you know, like we love Indian, we love Thai food. I love anything with curry in it. We went to a Mediterranean place once. Is the green apple green? It is. It's a lime green. It's apple green, yeah. You might be able to tell. So this is the, let me take the roll off. This is the green. So you can kind of see what the green looks like. Is your mom a good cook? Oh, and Norwegian. We've had Norwegian food and Greek food and Dutch, German. I know there's some others. Oh, we've had French, Brazilian. Is it the same green? I think it is the same green. Yep, just a metallic green. It is. It sure is the same. Yeah, Greek. I like Greek. Yeah, my best friend growing up, her dad owned a Greek restaurant. So that was the first I had any. Polish. Yes, I've had Polish. I really haven't had anything I haven't liked. There. Oh, that's looking so pretty. I like this a lot. It's not a kit, but it sure is pretty, isn't it? Hey, it's the thought that counts. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, if I don't have at least a certain number, I don't do a kit because they sell out really fast and it takes a long time to put the kits together. So unless we have at least like 40 or more, we don't really do it as a kit. Although we generally, most of our kits, we have like 80 or 100. But they just, if we don't have a good number, they sell out so fast and then people get frustrated. So we try not to do them unless we have a good amount to list. I do have the daisy ribbon. I sure do. It's pretty, isn't it? Hi. Korean. Yes. I love Korean. I do love Korean. And Chinese. And Mexican. Yep, like that too. I even had one time when I came off of a cruise. We went to a restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, where nobody in there spoke English, but it was like the best food. It was so good. And I've been to Mexico. So. Yeah. Polynesian. I like Polynesian. Prime rib sounds good. Yes, you can purchase the ribbons right on my website. It's just shop.hardworkingmom.com. There we go. And we have a sale going on. Don't forget, we have a sale. And it's Easter with a capital E, 15. Easter 15. So use your 15 off. I don't know why my little dovetails came out so odd today. All the supplies are in the store. Yes, ma'am. Even the daisies. And let me get this fan out of here, because I'll need to turn on my glue pot. Let's turn that sucker on. Okay. Haha, looks like I made one too many of the daisy ribbon. Yeah, 2 rolls of mesh. Yes, Easter 15, that is correct. That's my little Easter gift. Oh, I like sushi too. I told you I like. Well, I think you could probably tell from looking at me that I like food. Not that I eat a ridiculous amount or anything, because the hysterectomy is part of what did this to me. What y'all think? Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. Yeah, we sent out an email and a text. Well, it didn't go on until midnight. When was that? Night before last? Midnight, night before last? Okay. So, we're going to do the daisies, but we're going to do the, well, let's do the bow. And then we'll put the daisies on the bottom. And then we'll put the sign and the bow on. And we'll put some daisies on the top. So these are our 3 ribbons. Just email us. Okay. So those 3. Let's put, so you can see the turquoise in this more than you can see the green, right? Because that turquoise is very vibrant. So we're going to put this with the white on the bottom. And we can use, y'all know how I like to use my mesh in the bottom. Let's use a little piece of turquoise on the bottom. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately we can't apply things retroactively. We just don't have a way to do that. Alright, so but if you missed it, we can send you a code that you can use later. So just email us. Alright, here we go. So we'll start with a dovetail. I could flip this around so I could use the little spool holder. Let's do that. Okay. I'm notoriously bad about not using the spool holder. Can y'all tell? Okay, so let's do 12-inch tail. That would be pretty. Yeah, make sure you join our text and our email list, because that's where we always tell you about sales and stuff first. That way you can keep up with whatever sells. And we don't send out spammy stuff. We just send out notices and stuff like that. So, all right, let's do 3 loops with this, and we are going to flip one of these. I think we're going to flip this side because I kind of like it going in this direction. So let's go down to this bottom one, and let's flip it right where it touches the bow maker. Then we're going to flip this one. See, now all of our little pieces are going in the right direction. I don't like them to be, I don't like this side going this way and this side going that way. Oh. We do have some written instructions that go out in every kit. We do. Yeah, so I don't think I have any sitting here, but every time we send out a kit, it comes with instructions. You could just keep those. And it has like 3 or 4 different methods on it, written on it. All right, so I'm gonna spread these out. Oh, that's so cute. This ribbon is so cute. Okay. Maybe I could, Casey, maybe we could get a PDF copy of the instructions and put it on the text list. And then we could set up a special code. See? For y'all to get those instructions. Alright. All of my ribbons are wired. So I like to use wired ribbon because if you store them and then you bring them out later, you're able to really fluff the bow back out and the ribbons. If you use the unwired, it's very, very difficult to do that. Also, the wired ribbon is automatically made to go outside. And not all of the unwired ribbon can go outside. Because they have to have a specific kind of fabric to put the wire in it. Awesome. Okay. Here we go. So we'll just do one of this one. So we did 3 at 6 inch, 2 at 6 inch, and now we'll do 1. Yeah, I like that idea. I do forget to use this spool holder. I'm just used to using ribbons that are folded up because a lot of our kits come that way. Right, so we have the exact amount of everything you need in the kits, and that way we can keep the cost as low as possible. Hey, Allie. Alright, so we're gonna get that zip tie started, and then we'll just reach down and pull it out. See, and we still have a lot. We still have a lot of ribbon left. That one. We have a lot of this one. Whoop. Give me 1 second. I just sort of dripped. All right. All right. Cancel. There we go. Luckily, I keep little things in here. I'm a klutz by nature, and that's okay with me. Done by me. All right, let's see. Ooh, I need to restock my drawer. I kind of have not very many. Don't have very many pipe cleaners. All right, so we're gonna pull our little zip tie around, make sure it's in that little indentation from our bow maker. I kind of pull my little tails out front. Okay. See, there's our mesh. That mesh, what it's gonna do, good. Our glue is Almost ready. Let me turn it up a little bit. Okay. What it's going to do is it's going to keep it from sinking down into our wreath. Because I don't like that. I don't like when I go through all that trouble to make a bow and then I put it in the wreath and you can't even see it. Alright. So now let's twist and pull, break that loose. So break the bow. There we go. See, and even though I'm pulling and twisting on them, that twist that we did to make them right side still is there. So that stayed. Okay, and then we can run our hands under the little tails here. There we go. Now we can trim off. You just go to shop.hardworkingmom.com. Okay. All together, shop.hardworkingmom.com. Alright, so we're gonna let's put in our daisies on the bottom, and then we'll put our bow in our assignment. So let's do that first. Alright. So each one of these comes with like 24 daisies on it. So it's a lot. I'm sorry, it is not doing what I want it to. There we go. So there's a lot. And some are singles, some are doubles. So see, we have, this one has like 3 on it. They have nice leaves in it. And this is what I would say is high quality. A little bit more expensive, but it's because they have a real kind of look and feel. The pliers we're waiting on, they should be here. We should have them in the shop next week. So, all right, let's cut a few of those. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's cut one more. 5. Okay, and then let's cut some of the white ones. Now I'm doing white and yellow. You don't have to do that. You could just do one or the other. Okay, if you're trying to break your bow and you lose it, what that means is that your zip tie is not tight enough. You've got to pull that zip tie tighter, and then you won't lose your bow. So go back and see if you can tighten it. Some of these you can push up. Some of these leaves you can push up, some you can't. So I'm looking for the ones that I can push up. All that does is give you a nice little bit of greenery. Y'all, if you ever get your flowers and they're kind of looking pitiful, get out your steamer that you have for your clothes and run it over your florals. Works like a charm. Okay. Now, this is how, as a beginning wreath maker, how long should it take to make a wreath and a bow? It's not going to take you, it's going to take you a lot longer than it takes me. Absolutely, a spider bow looks good on all wreaths. I love the spider bow. It could take you 2 hours or more when you're first starting out, and don't stress about that. Don't feel like it's taking too long. Don't put pressure on yourself. I just buy my zip ties from Amazon, or you can get them from, what is the name of that place? Zip Ties Unlimited, I think. Alright, so I make a little indentation in the florals. Now I can kind of zoom in a little bit. Okay, so we make that indentation, and then that's why we have that little hole. Alright, so we get a little bit of glue on it, and then I'll hook it in And I'm going to go to the next one, and I'm going to come back and deal with that because I don't want to touch that while it's still hot. But to kind of make that seal and the connection, after you put that in, then you're going to come back to that and push that little circle you made together, okay? And that's going to lock that flower in place. You never thought about a steamer? Yeah, no time limits when you're learning. I'm going to alternate these. Okay? Yeah, and don't stress about it. Don't feel bad. Don't stress. Don't question yourself. I'll show you the spider bow. Don't do it. Nobody started out being perfect. Not one single person started out being perfect. Okay? It's totally normal for there to be a learning curve on everything. Whoops, I pulled it out. See, I didn't wait. It was still hot. Okay. Look at all the glue. I will tell you this. If you get glue on your hands, and I mean, it's going to feel warm and it's going to feel hot. But if it is burning your hands, your glue pot or your glue gun is too hot. Turn it down. Okay? That is totally okay. Even if it takes you 8 hours to make a wreath, who cares? Nobody's going to care. Okay? But don't get in your head. Everybody wants to get in their head. Don't do it. Thank you. Okay. And with this, you could put as many or as little of these as you want. Okay. So the reason I'm putting these into the ties is because these ties will hold on to florals like nobody's business. They just will. Hold on. Tight. So you see, I get the glue. We have our little circle. I just push it right into that circle. And then I'll let it sit there until it cools off a little bit. And then I'll come back and I will kind of twist that circle onto the floral. And that locks it in place. Okay? So you can see right here, there's our circle. There's our little floral sitting inside it. And when it's cooled down a little bit, I'm just going to twist it and push it down in place. That's why we made those little circles. I do have lots of videos on making spider bows. A spider bow is just a 3-loop bow with the tails coming out on opposite sides instead of all coming out at the same. I'm putting the flower right into this tie. See these ties? These ties right here, okay? They're made of this polymer or whatever it is, and they just will hold on to the florals like crazy. So they're not going to come out once you glue them and once you know, really push your stuff down into it. So I do it as a circle because it gives me a good place to hook it in. And then I go back and tighten it up. Thank you. I like them too. All right, see? Like right in there. Just like that. I want the glue to actually touch these ties. Okay? So then when I come back, I'm going to kind of push and twist that tie. And then that sucker is not coming out of there. I mean, you can pull on it. It's not going to come out. So before you push and squeeze that in, make sure it's where you want it. because if you need to take it out, you want to do it before you twist and push that in. Did it take you forever to make a spider bow? Is it the going back and forth that you struggled with? It's actually these ties that are on the wreath form. Let me see. Let me see if I can grab a wreath form. Okay, so on the wreath forms, you have these ties, okay? That's what you put your mesh in, that's what you put your ribbon in. What you do is you take it and you circle it like this, make a little circle. See how you can put something in there? And then you take your floral. So let's cut one of these off. You take your floral, you make a hook, and you're going to glue it in like this, and then you will kind of tie that together like that. Can you see? Does that make more sense? Alright, so we got the little daisies on the bottom. Look how cute that is. So let's put our bow and our sign on, and then we'll add some more. So here's our bow. You can also put the daisies in the bow, which we will do. So remember we put that mesh on the bottom? So what we're going to do with that is we're going to use that to keep it from sinking into the wreath. So I just take the ties on either side, go down to the frame, and tie it down. If you look in the description on YouTube, it actually has, it's not a Wreath Kit, it actually has the links to all of the things that we're using. There we go. Okay, so we got our bow in. See, now this, and I want you to see this. The reason that this is going to stand out from this wreath is because it has the yellow center. So you see we have yellow all throughout our wreath, and so it's going to tie in well together, but it's going to make this stand out because it's yellow. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do this one top and bottom instead of side to side. What I usually do, if I'm going to tie this in kind of more towards the center, I'll do side to side. If I'm going to put it on the side, I'm going to do top and bottom. I love daisies too. They're just a friendly flower. They're very friendly. Very, very friendly. It's just pretty. Whoops. There we go. I cut about 20 inches or so of the 26 gauge wire. Ugh. Okay. Y'all, if you want, I can text out the list with the links after this if you would rather do that. If you would like me to send out the list with the links, yes, we do have the hole puncher on our website. Then just let me know and I'll do it. We do have hole punches back in stock. We have lots of them. Okay. Alright. So now it's time for a really awesome weaving needle. The ribbons are cut at 12 inches. Okay, so there we go. Got our little weaving needle. We go right through the mesh with it because that's what makes our life easier. Thank you. It's not a kit, it's just different supplies, but it is in the list. I can try and see if I can come up with enough supplies to put something in a kit that's similar to this. I have to see if I can get the supplies. Okay. Alright, so see what I'm doing is I'm tying it right on the frame right here, that middle piece. And I tie it 2 or 3 times around. Love, love, love the weaving needles. Those things are the best. Yes, we're going to put flowers in the bow. We're going to decorate the bow. Heck yeah! Why not? We got them. We're here. That's the fun, right? All right. We don't have the weaving needle yet, but you can get it from Amazon. You can also get it from Wreath by Dawn on Etsy. I want to take a couple of these with the 3 buds in it. Okay, and then I'm going to take, so I'm going to show you a little trick. If you want the florals in there, but there's no florals that are close that you can add, just take this, add it to your piece right below it. Just kind of twist those together like this, and then do your little hook, okay? That way you still get the best of both worlds. So we'll make our little pieces up here to put our stuff in. Okay. We're just doing our little circles up here. Like that. Right here. Thank you. Okay, so we'll just put these in, 2 together. Push it down. See how I push it down right on that little surface? Look at the glue strings. Oh, I was about to say, I can't go to the door. It's not at the door. That's at my house. That's probably our honey baked ham. Okay, so we're going to take some longer pieces. Run them in the glue. Now this time, what we're going to do is we're going to glue it right in between the ribbon rows themselves. It will work fine. We want to cut a little bit longer because we want it to actually come out and be seen. Right, so I'm going to cut it about right there. I push it right in between the ribbon layers. You can even kind of push some up at the top, like this. Bella keeps looking around. She knows that noise. So see, we have one there. Let's put one on the other side. Let's put a little bit of yellow. This will also help kind of make your bow stand out with the little flowers in it. Okay. I like these that have kind of 3 in them because it just adds a little bit more. There we go. Isn't that cute? All right. Now let's finish up the ones on the top. Happy Easter. Okay. And that'll be it. Yes, I will show you the back so you can see where the sign is. Just give me a couple of minutes to finish this and then we will do it. Okay, here we go. There. And then this one. There. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Alright. And there we go. It's all on there. I feel like I'm holding it crooked. There. Sorry, I was kind of holding it crooked. Alright, so let's see. So the sign is right here. Okay, right there. See, I went right through the mesh. And then the other side is right here. So right here and right here. Okay, and then the bow is right here. I'm going to tighten this bow a little bit. It's kind of loopy. Thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. I think so too. I think they look pretty. There we go. Now I got that bow in tighter. Well, thank you. Yes, please send me pictures of wreaths. I love it. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. There's our sign. Isn't that so cute? And then there's our bow with all our little stuffies in it. I hope y'all have a wonderful Easter as well. Yes, enjoy your time with your families. Awesome. Y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys probably on Monday. I hope to go live in the studio and show y'all a few little things. All right. Thank you. Bye, y'all. Y'all have a great night. Send your pics to my email. It's just Lori, Lori, at hardworkingmom.com. Yep. That's my email. Thank you. Y'all have a great night. Bye, y'all.